Hey everybody, it's July 17th, Friday afternoon, about 3:30. Hope everyone stays dry this weekend. We got some weather coming in from Hurricane Dolores, so keep up on the monsoon preparedness, situational awareness type of stuff, and hope all is well. Otherwise, it's been kind of a wet monsoon typical type season last few weeks, so stay dry. Lots going on. Just want to fill you guys in. Good board meeting on Wednesday. We had lots of stuff happening there. We had a technical issue, so the actual video portion of it is not available for your viewing pleasure. However, it was always great to see the ASCA and 3690 membership there to sign the MOU. A lot of hard work went into getting those both finished, so we appreciate the hard work on all parties. Including some staff folks that help make formatting and data entry type stuff happen as well. So good team effort from everybody, and the new MOUs are signed and in effect. And thank you for that hard work. There we also had approval of 2 ambulances. We got 2 2016 Braun Northwest ambulances, Ford chassis, coming our way. It's about a 240-day build, so we'll I look forward to seeing those sometime early spring, late winter, I guess, maybe something like that, February, March. I don't know what the exact time frame will be, but we've got 2 of them coming, so that's good. I think we'll end up selling off 1 ambulance, and we'll probably keep the other as a spare, and we're more to be determined on that as we go. I think we're going to add a 3rd battery to the ambulance, so that we can take care of this issue we're having with the modems, and we're going to switch to liquid springs, which is apparently all the rage in ambulance design today. So we'll get rid of the air ride type of stuff. So with that actually comes the purchase of so that's $330,000 for the 2 ambulances. That's just the ambulances. Some parts and pieces, but the radios come out of a different budget. The gurneys I'm going to speak about come in a different budget, and just other parts and pieces that make that ambulance come true. So it's not a full final price, but $330 for the ambulance was budgeted. We budgeted 181. Well, we didn't budget. We signed a PO for $181,000 plus to Stryker for 6 new cots. This is a 3-year interest-free loan lease purchase. And so we're pretty excited to outfit the whole fleet with basically new Strykers. We'll actually have 2 power loads, 1 in each of the new 2 ambulances as well. So should help quite a bit in some of the interfacility issues that we obviously have seen on the rise quite a bit. And so pretty exciting. So I think $71,000 or so comes out of this year's budget, and then about $56,000 or $58,000 a year for the next 2 years after that to make that purchase happen. So good work to the EMS committee for making that recommendation. And thank you to Station, I think it was 3, that did the kind of trial work for determining if that's the way to go. And the decision made and moving forward. So exciting times for Sedona Fire. I know the history of those Furno cots are there, been around a long time. So it's going to be a big change for our organization. But you guys have asked for the change, and we were able to make it budget possible, and here we go. Speaking of those interfacility transports I mentioned, Battalion Chief Cochran did some studies, and just working with Brian Espiau to get how many interfacilities we have. We're up, I think, 70 or 80 interfacility year to date. I don't know the numbers with me, but it was like 370 or 380 to 480 now or something like that. Must be something like that. I know Flag, we've basically doubled our interfacility to Flag, so that out of service time is pretty crazy. I think the average was we were like at least 8 hours out of service a day on average for interfacilities. Obviously, some days are way more than that, and some are less. But we know how hard you guys are working. What you may not have seen or wouldn't have seen because the board meeting was not televised or whatever. There was dialogue about what we need to start thinking about doing as it relates to ambulance staffing, additional staffing, all that type of stuff, and some potential different models to look at that are out there. and it's something we'll need to address in the near future and start getting our handle on. So more to come on that. More ambulance stuff. We just got awarded our proposal to mayor for ambulance billing for the Mayor Fire District. So we'll start that September 1. We've got a hot book memo out and a job posting. They're taking applications through next Friday or until positions filled. So if you know any ambulance billers with some experience, we're looking for a part-time ambulance biller that'll be working. And of course, that means we have some rearranging of some offices to do. So thank you in advance for any crews that are going to help assist with any of that sort of work. But we're excited to bring someone on, and then that's really going to be the exciting part is really increasing our efficiencies as an organization for ambulance billing. Board member Jablo has secured that piece of steel from the World Trade Center. Pretty neat. It's about 78 inches long, so about 6.5 feet by 18 inches by 18 inches square. So it's not an I-beam, but it's actually an external or exterior column. Kind of, if you think of the World Trade Center, I believe it's what that gray steel structure you would see. That's got an iron or a aluminum clad type finish on the outside of it, but underneath it, the steel, tubular steel that's underneath that, is what we're going to get, and we're working on a plan to get that in place at station number 6. Not sure when that will happen. We want to do this right. It's a pretty nice piece of steel that we want to make sure we display in a very prominent and dignified way, and pretty unique. So thanks to Board Member Jablo for getting that, and now the work that follows after that is great. But we're cool. We think it came from the 20th floor of one of the towers, but that's just an educated guess by the artifacts people that are keeping things and distributing them. We also talked about shared services. Montezuma Rimrock and Camp Verde have invited us to have 2 board members join their shared services committee meetings, as well as myself. We've elected to just appoint 1 member at this time. There is some legal opinion that needs to happen, whereas it relates to board member Hazime, to where he can, as a board member or a chief in Verde Valley, if being there, even though not acting as a board member, would constitute a quorum for Sedona Fire District. So at this point, we have 1 member, and board member Jablo has offered to attend that meeting, as will I, in Montezuma. That's August 12th. To be clear, this is about shared services, and it's just investigation only at this time. I don't want anyone to be reading too much into that by any means, but just looking at that. They're not talking about mergers or JPAs at this point or anything. That's not at all in their charge of what they're looking to do. So we're going to attend that meeting in August 12th and see what's going on over there. SRCC migration continues to go along. It's been pretty busy over there. Lots of stuff happened in the migration process. Camp Verde and Montezuma Rimrock were scheduled to go on the August 1st, or July 29th maybe it was even. But because of some technical issues, like when part of the communication stuff caught on fire earlier this week, and the fact that we got a damaged microwave tower or dish, that came, really delayed a couple of our ability to install and do all the testing necessary. So we're pushing back the installation date for Montezuma Rimrock and Camp Verde to August 12th. We are still aiming for a September 1st date for our migration. However, there's a possibility, not sure greater or lesser possibility, but we've put folks on notice that the 8th or the 9th would maybe be a possibility at this point. So we need people to understand that we're doing the best we can to keep it at the 1st. But we'll keep you posted as soon as we know anything absolutely official. But right now we're focused on getting Camp Verde transferred, and once that's done, a lot of heavy lifting work is done for our migration as well. It kind of goes hand in hand, but we just don't want to push the button and make the switch and find ourselves not ready yet for Sedona Fire specifically. So more to come on that. We appreciate all the hard work everyone's done at the the comm center. We appreciate the hard work that Telecom has done. We appreciate Cottonwood sending folks up here and learning from us and helping us out, and all the staff members that have been working behind the scenes to try to help keep this thing moving efficiently or smoothly, I guess is a better way to say that. So thanks. I hope everyone understands the potential for some highly technical situation and the potential for a moving date back. So we had a conference call last week with our insurance broker, David Spellacy, and Benefit Commerce Group, and we've been selected to be the inaugural group to be involved in the Blue Cross Blue Shield Trend Neutralizer program. This is going to be a program where we just kind of take our wellness incentive part. Nothing changes on the technical details as it relates to reimbursement and things like that, but we enhance that a little bit more with fairly non-invasive and time-consuming stuff for anyone that's participating. But we have a potential to have a significant reduction in our savings and in our premiums, which is a reduction for us, the employees, in our percentage, as well as the fire district. And there's no cost in doing any of the programs that we would do. It's all about wellness and a lot of things we already do anyway. So just kind of formalizing that. That's pretty exciting stuff for us to be involved in. And because of our wellness initiative, we've been selected to be the first people to put this in place. And so pretty exciting. And we have potentials to save $50,000 to $75,000 in our annual premium, which is big for all of us involved. So good stuff. Strategic plan is being rolled out here. We're kind of finalizing all the last little tweaks and details with our committee as it relates to basically our vision statement rather. And then we're going to get together with our committee and we're going to go door to door, station to station, and roll these different goals and objectives out that we've identified in our plan. Fill in the details with our entire organization and create a final document that we've all had input in. I'm pretty excited about that. Look forward to getting to all the stations and meeting with all the folks and working with our committee to continue to push our strategic plan, which I think is going to turn out to be real nice. Speaking of rolling things out, Jane will be rolling out the employee handbook. We've met with labor and worked through all the details, and been a long time coming. We're finalized. It's on SharePoint, and we'll be going. Jane will be going with some highlight rollout stuff, getting some signatures on stuff we need to have signed, and such. And we'll put that one to bed as well, which is a huge burden. Thank you to Tricia, mostly, who did a lot of the work. Jane definitely jumped in at the end here and helped a ton as well. But also labor groups that were part of it as well. The review committee, all that stuff was really important. Everything else is kind of just keep going along. We got lots of stuff happening, and I know how we continue to be busy in the EMS world. The call volume's up. We're pushing, aiming for north of 4,500 calls this year, which would be, from 38 to 41 to 45 in 3 years is something we got to start looking at pretty significantly. So we understand that, and we'll be working with all of our folks to see what we can do. Hope everyone's well. Hope everyone had a great weekend, or has one, depending on when you watch this. And we'll be in touch. You know where to reach me. Please don't hesitate to call. Love to hear from you, and hope all is well. Talk to you soon.